It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming up next.
Well, no rain to worry about today, but as you'd expect this time of year, very muggy in downtown Jacksonville here at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. But, Charles, a lot of optimism here in the Sunshine State about these Jaguars. They're the defending AFC South champs. They won a playoff game last year and gave the Chiefs all they could handle in the divisional round.
And last season was seen as one where they were just going to try and rebuild and regroup. And they did all of those things and then exceeded expectations. Quietly, they've amassed a lot of talent, and they expect to make another run in their division.
But meanwhile, for the Houston Texans, the future is now. They take C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State, #2 overall, and we will see him get the nod as starter in this one.
You and I laugh privately often when teams say, well, we want him to sit and learn. Come on, if you take him that high, play him right away, go ahead and get him started, and we'll see him do exactly that in this one.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Tank Dell now to return it. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Stroud out of the gun here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And able to get us across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Stroud. Finding Schultz.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it. That's caught again by Schultz.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. And that's complete to Brown.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Stroud.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Stroud looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
No timeouts. 6 seconds to play. To throw with Stroud. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.